Grace and peace to you. I'm Timothy Roth of your Children and Family Life Committee and pastor of St. Peter's Lutheran Church in Humboldt, and I would like to commend to you Think, Praise, Serve, and Obey, Recover the Joys of Piety by Pastor William Weedon, and published by CPH. Our theme this month is Worship and Prayer, and I wanted to bring you a practical resource that gave guidance about setting up family altars. Now, a family altar isn't specifically a place dedicated to family devotions, though it can certainly include that. And Pastor Weedon's book talks about the altars of the bedside and the table. But rather, a family altar is the practice of a family setting aside time each day to be together in God's Word and in prayer. I think many families struggle with this simply because they don't know how. Believe it or not, families of pastors aren't excluded from this struggle. We were taught how to lead worship in a congregation, but not so much in a home. Rather, family worship is the fruit of the home, the practice of a family that seeks to cultivate a life of devotion which flows out from and back into the ministry of word and sacrament of the church. As I sought resources that would serve such a practical purpose, I came up empty. At first, I was frustrated, but then I slowly came to realize the reason is because family worship and prayer is highly contextual. Every family is different. Even people who were brought up in families with regular devotions would need to struggle through how that looks in their new family when they become when they get married and become parents. So rather than give a practical guide, I realized I needed to share with you the reason creating a family altar is worth the struggle. Think, Praise, Serve, and Obey does just that. As Pastor Weedon promises, he shares how cultivating habits of piety is not some burdensome duty, but one that brings joy to the heart of every Christian. It is done in response to all the mercies and blessings God so lovingly bestows upon us. They are the unwrapping of the gifts wonderfully received. And yet, like a child experiencing their first Christmas or birthday, sometimes we need help learning how to unwrap those gifts of joy until we're able to do it ourselves. This is just what Pastor Weedon does in Think, Praise, Serve, and Obey. So pick up a copy from CPH and let Pastor Weedon help you understand the joys of cultivating a life of piety within your family. I promise you won't regret it. Thank you.